Michael has filed a temporary restraining order on Angela Deem, y'all. And his lawyer has called for a deposition with the PI that was on the show. This lawyer not playing no games.
No.
Not one game. The restraining order took me by shock. Which I'm not really
because
shocked.
I just saw Angela, was it on Entertainment Tonight? And she's telling him, when she's saying how Michael has left and all that, and she was like, she's either going to see him on a flight or see him soon or something like that.
She's going to see him on a flight, or she will see him in court. Like, she's going to put him on a flight.
So, I was kind of like, see me soon. I was like, where is she going to go find him? So that was scary, especially for someone, a victim. That's scary. Like, he's supposed to be in an isolated place. So I am so happy that they did the restraining order so she doesn't come near him. You know what I was thinking? Angela is in Georgia, right? Is she in Georgia?
Sure is.
I mean, listen, I have some friends who live in Georgia, and the friends I have, they all have guns. Like, they're very gun, they're gun people. Yeah. If I had stayed in Maryland, I probably would have gotten a couple of guns, because I was getting ready to take your brother to the shooting range that was not too far from where we lived, because I wanted him to become, be a master. Because you gotta know this self-defense and have your gun in your house. I believe in guns. I just do. However, then we moved, and so I never got that opportunity. And here in Tanzania, citizens are not allowed to have guns. Only the popo are allowed to have guns.
It's not all police
and it's not all
officers.
popo either. So, anywho,
there's no
that
gun
was
problem here in Tanzania. So there's no need, and it's safe.
And you don't like the whole gun thing. You were not for that idea, but
I
was going to take her
house.
also to the gun range too, to learn how to shoot. It's so important to know about your guns.
Now, listen, I don't know if you should have a gun in the house, but
I wondered if Angela had. Maybe she showed him.
Maybe she showed him her
gun. Maybe she showed him her gun and said, "Look, don't let me have to shoot." Or something. Oh my God! I mean, that. Can you imagine the stress? I'm laughing. It's not funny. It really is not funny. It's not funny. Forgive me. I'm not making light of this. It is not funny. But I just had like a visual of her like doing that to Michael, and just that shock will have him out of that house
expeditiously.
Yes. So for him to walk 5 hours and stay walking. Like, I gotta go all in the grass doing that, to the point that a dog almost bit him, but God had to save his life that day.
Listen, I can barely walk.
I can see how they scared the daylight out of that.
I can barely walk 2 hours. 5 hours?
5 hours of walking.
And then my thing is, it's kind of like, and it's so sad, because my thing is, she went to go run errands. What if this man, he couldn't walk on the road, because what if she came back and saw him? So he was probably in the bush.
Yes.
In the bush, bro, walking through the trees like ducking.
And then people have dogs and stuff like that.
And then she's in rural Georgia. She's in rural Georgia.
Yes.
Like that was.
I just wonder. I know he hasn't spoken about that. Maybe for fear of he doesn't want to be like anti-gun. He doesn't want to say. Maybe he doesn't want to say that on television, because he knows Americans, we like our guns, but. Damn, I wondered about that, Michael. Because I was like, I bet Angela's threatening that man with a gun, because I'm sure she has a gun.
I'm absolutely
my
sure.
friends who are in Georgia, all of them have a gun. I mean, they got more than one. And some of them got 5. They got more than one. They're like gun enthusiasts. So,
my roommate didn't have guns, but they had knives though.
Oh yeah, you said I love the knife stuff too.
Yeah, I mean they were really kind of like into like the whole karate and stuff like that. So they had like these long knives and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was in Atlanta, Georgia. So
yeah, I mean they don't play over there. So I just wondered what she's scared him with. You know what I'm saying?
Because that's like something out of a movie. Like when I watch like Evil Lives Here and I look at these women who have been like domestic violence relationship, I remember this woman, she had to flee from her house. She had like, she had saved up like maybe I think like 100 pennies like over the course of like 5 years. And she used that to try to
Probably
escape.
1,000 pennies. Maybe more than 1,000 pennies.
It was like, it
100
wasn't that
pennies
much.
is how much? Is that $1? That's only $1.
I know, but that's all she had. Because the man wasn't giving her money. She would try to find like little scraps and stuff. And she ran out and then she went back and then she ran out again and then she ran back and then she ran out again. And she's like, okay, I'm doing this. Like, this is some serious DV stuff. This man walked 5 hours. You can walk 5 hours.
I'm just so happy that he knew where to go get his papers, all his passport,
his essential documents.
All his essential documents. So that was a blessing that he had that. You know,
I'll see you soon, Michael.
I know that was weird, and I would not. If I was TLC, I would not have put that. I would not have, or ET, wherever I saw this thing, I would not have allowed her to say that because that's like a threat. It was very threatening, and then they did it. Then they did it slow mo. And she comes with all her wrinkly face. It was like slow-mo like this. I will see you on a plane or I'll see you soon. I was like, ugh, great.
That was some scary shit.
Yeah, it was like some threatening stuff, you know?
But you know, my thing is, I just feel like
Michael, just tell us. Just send an email. Did she get to you? They call you. Let us know.
We won't say it. If you don't want us to say it too, we won't say nothing. He's an African brother from one African to another. We are with you.
It will be too sweet and tea. But no, I wouldn't say anything. But you can tell us, we will keep it here as well.
That will be the best kept secret. Our email is in the description below. But if you want to do interview, you want to tell your side, listen, we will do Zoom call. We're Tanzania, but we can do a call. You give us your side.
Yes.
You give us your side. We won't let nobody come and call you scammer.
No.
We don't believe in that on this channel.
Yeah.
You did your best with that evil person. So
I mean,
it's crazy. This is crazy.
It is crazy that he went all the way
almost
there.
A dog
like attack,
that. And then an 18-hour bus ride in an undisclosed location. This is some serious stuff, man.
This is serious stuff. Now, I don't know, when he said 18 hours, I don't know if it took him sitting down somewhere waiting for the
18-hour bus ride.
Or it was the whole bus ride was a whole 18 hours, you know?
Whatever it was, 18 hours to go anywhere is ridiculous. The only, I think I hate long plane rides, but we had, it was almost like a 72-hour flight coming to Tanzania.
No, 24 hours.
It felt like 20.
No, I know. It was 23 hours. It was a whole 23 hours. It was like 24 hours.
When my body is going through trauma, it just shuts down.
Like,
that whole flight, I said...
Your brother did that too when we were going to Abu Dhabi.
And the airplane food was horrible. Well, you know, I was really sick.
I actually really liked it.
Well,
but you were sick of
with malaria, yeah.
No, with the bacteria.
Oh yeah, that
remember the blood bacteria that you had? So we were in the hospital the day before, and then the next day we had to fly out.
That was the worst flight ever.
I didn't even think that Saturday that I was looking at her and I was like, this child is
trying to pass away on me.
Yes, I was looking at her because, you know, I was a nurse before. I'm like, she has a whole grayish pallor. And then you started throwing up blood. And I was like, oh, hell no. That was something.
Unless I love Tanzania, but I have caught malaria 6 times in this country.
6 times, 3. Exaggerating. 3 times. But I was like, we went to the hospital. We got into that hospital. We had to carry you up the step, me and the driver, and then we got in there. By the time they finished with her, had her on IVs and all kinds of things. By the time you came back, you were walking down the step. The driver looked like, huh?
But the healthcare is so good here in Tanzania.
It was really good.
If I was in America,
phenomenal. It costs to talk to the doctor.
To get the IV $5 to get my blood tested.
Just to talk to for the doctor to see you, it costs $5.
We have to do a video on that.
And I can't remember, but everything came up to $90, and that was for the 4 medications.
4 IV bags.
The 4 IV bags, like they just had to open it up. Like her blood pressure, she was just collapsing. and
The medicine,
the medication, the blood work, the ultrasound, and all, because you had like I could palpate like her liver, and it was hard as a rock. I was like, what the hell?
They did an ultrasound for the liver. All that was $90.
Everything was. Everything came on. Yeah, everything came under. I think it was like $90 or a little less.
Yeah, we have to do a video on the healthcare in Tanzania because a lot of people need to know about
wonderful.
it.
She went in there like dying and came out that very day, few hours later, and she was good, and we were able to travel the next day.
Yeah.
But you still weren't on your food like that because you were still taking all the medications that she had to be on.
And that chicken made me want to vomit. That
but
smell.
Ethiopian airline has wonderful food, and the bathroom was big enough for me to go and sit in there. Oh, well, maybe it's a little bland, right? But
there was no seasoning, there was no Old Bay, there was no Maggi cube, there was no chili, there was no parsley, there was no oregano.
I'm used to it now because I'm used to. But it was good. I thought it was a very nice. I like Ethiopian Airlines.
Eat before you go on the plane. That's all I gotta say. But yeah, y'all, good luck, Micheal. We invite you on the show to tell your story,
yes.
And we will see y'all later.